some might consider a remote outpost in the landscape of college football, rivalries are everywhere. Travel along I-10 and only 46 miles separate the two schools that will square off today for the right to claim the Silver Spade. Glad to have you with us from the Sun Bowl in the West Texas town of El Paso. It's the New Mexico State Aggies and the Utep Miners. Reese Davis, David Pollock, and Jesse Palmer with you. Holly Rowe will be keeping an eye on things on the sideline. The Miners ready to kick it away first. And he takes this from inside the 5. He gets across the 20 and out to the 21-yard line before he stopped right there. So the New Mexico State Aggies offense going to get the chance to start this game off. The Aggies picked apart the Miners' defense in the last meeting when it mattered most and won in a tight one.
Well, I think having the experience, was a huge factor for New Mexico State the last time these two teams played. So I think when this one comes down to it, David, the game's on the line, who can execute the best?
And I love that, man, because you got guys that they've been in rivalry games before. They've been in these situations. Who can stay calm? Who can not get upset, not make the big mistakes? That's who has a chance to take on the brass platoon.
This is an offense, guys, that really believes in physicality, and that's their identity. So running the ball on second down, no problem for them.
Ball is at the 35. It's 1st and 10. Gets the back moving. Dropping back. It's Applewhite. Throws to the wideout. Got a man. It's Wright. After the filthy move, he's got room. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks. And the Aggies getting set on 1st and 10. Wants to throw it again, and why not? Going for it all. Broken up, incomplete, and nearly intercepted in the end zone. It'll be 2nd down.
That defender was in outstanding position on that last play. Great job reading the receiver and running with him. There's no penalty. He gets his eyes and locates the ball. He just has to finish the play. That should have been a pick.
Snags it, and he's open. And he cruises his way to the house. Touchdown, Aggies!
Well, that's the start you're looking for if you're David and you're trying to upset Goliath in a game that nobody gave you an opportunity to win. What a nice job offensively, just making good decisions, taking care of the football, and making the plays when they were available to be made. They march it down the field. They get on the scoreboard, David. And I think this crowd right now is shocked.
They are shocked, and it got a lot quieter. And here's the good thing. Now the confidence goes through the roof. Coaches talked about it. We got confidence. We can win. The players have to believe. And they talked about something good happening early. Not letting this crowd go bananas. That's how they drew it up. That is an excellent start for this squad.
Offense working from the pistol. The give. Gets it out to the 25-yard line, a gain of 3. The first meeting between these two way back in 1914 when the Texas College of Mines traveled to Las Cruces, New Mexico to face New Mexico A&M.
Yeah, and that's cool, Reese. I love that you know the history of these games. It's so impressive, and I know you were covering that game, and it was a close one. It was back and forth, but it's evolved into the Silver Spade Trophy and the brass platoon, so we got all kinds of things going on here, Palmer.
Yeah, I don't know if the I-10 was even around all those years ago. Probably a dirt road somewhere, but I know this. Both schools on that road didn't like each other then. They don't like each other now.
That is just a perfect example of not deciding before the snap where you have to go with the ball.
Yeah, because that will get you in trouble. You can tell right away. He wants to get the ball to his primary. He's covered. He comes off of him, does a nice job being patient, taking his time, hitting the drag route, getting the first down.
After picking up a couple, it's 2nd and 8. Wants to throw. It's Newberry. Got it in the middle. It's Ferguson. And he's to the 48-yard line. That'll be good enough for a first down.
And that's why, as a former quarterback, man, I love these drag routes, because if you get the right coverage and it's man-to-man and someone gets picked and can't keep up with your receiver, you just put it out nicely in front of them, they're going to make the catch, and they're going to take it a long way. Really great execution. Nice job by the receiver creating separation, and beautiful throw out in front of the target.
First down, you know you always want to establish the running game. How about this offense? Nothing fancy. Run the football, be physical, get a big game.
And the Miners back to the line on first down. Let's see if they keep leaning on this running game. Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play. In the Battle of I-10, they play for a couple of trophies. The Silver Spade, which dates back to 1955, and the Mayor's Cup since 1982. But you know it as the brass spittoon.
I'm already confused. I mean, I know this is a rivalry game, and I love these trophies, but multiple trophies, I'm a little bit confused. But Utep, New Mexico State, Jesse, they're playing for something today.
Yeah, and listen, I know there's Indiana and Michigan State fans out there going, wait, that's our trophy. No. For 109 years, Utep and New Mexico State, they've been going at it. This one means a lot.
He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down.
This is a very tough slot receiver to cover if you're a linebacker because of how quick and how shifty he is. You never seem to know which way he's going, and he always seems to create an open space for his QB.
Finds his big tight end. They'll spot the ball at the 12 after that completion.
Really nice job responding by the offense here. They watched the opponent go down the field and score a touchdown on that last drive, and you can see the quarterback there in the commercial break. He's telling his guys, let's go. We're going to go get this one. Everybody lock in. And that's what you're seeing on this drive. Doing a really, really nice job. They look confident. They're trying to score a touchdown themselves.
Stepping to the right. Trying to get rid of it.
And that pressure got to him quick. I mean, you talk about you want your quarterback to feel comfortable. Man, he didn't have time to feel comfortable. He didn't have time to get his feet set and get in the ground. This offensive line's got to do a better job.
Going to work in the red zone. They can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. And now on the pitch, the ball's loose. He is in. Takes the fumble to the house. Touchdown, Utep. The extra point here would tie the game.
And that's not how you draw it up, but how about the offense and the awareness? You see the ball out, forget jumping on it. I'm going to pick that puppy up. I'm going to take it to the house. The OC, great call on that one, buddy, because it worked to perfection.
He'll take the return, try to get better field position. He's tackled, brought down right at the 25-yard line on the return. Here comes the Aggies offense out to start this drive. They had to stand by and watch that scoring march, and now it's up to them to find a way to answer it. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Birch. Gets it across the 30 to the 31. They pick up a 5.
I like this guy as a running back because he can run between the tackles and he can also go outside. He can really do it all.
They'll send the back in motion. To throw, it's Applewhite. Pulls it in, it's Pride. And the explosiveness, the big gainer gets it to the 49-yard line. The Aggies come to the line in the hurry-up.
Offenses love the explosive plays through the air, pushing the ball down the field. And look at this. Sometimes it creates some momentum, and you want to capitalize.
Quarterback feeling that pressure, and he's knocked down at the 42.
And nice answer by this defense. You give them a big play, you go take a big play. Sometimes you get down yourselves and one play turns to two. Nice job by this defense getting a sack, creating some momentum.
Second down, they'll go to the air. Can't make the connection, and the defense putting on the heat and forcing the incompletion. They'll come to the line at the 42, facing a 3rd and long. Looking downfield, and he needs a bunch. Here comes the heat. He's got it down the field. That is just a gargantuan play as he has it all the way down to the 12.
And the QB finds his guy again for the second time on this drive. Nice job creating explosive plays, finding the speed, finding the matchup, and now this offense is in a...
Throw to the end zone. It's picked off. And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception.
Offense would love to have that one back. Down here in this area of the field, everything has to happen faster. Decisions need to be made quicker. Ball's got to be out quicker. Routes got to be snapped off faster. They were just way too late. And as the result, the defense gets the INT.
They'll run it. Oh, he's got some space. Really good job by everybody there. Well blocked, good run, and a first down.
In most offenses, man, it's about controlling the line of scrimmage, getting the run game going. And when you got a back that's averaging over 5 yards a touch, like, I'm not great at math, guys, but every 2 touches, I'm getting a first down. I'd say the offense will be in a really good position all game long.
Getting that push, a pickup of 4 out to the 26.
And that's a really nice play. It's impressive. When it's first down and the defense thinks you might be running the football, you still can line up. You can get some movement at the point of attack and find a little crease for your running back.
He's going to lose a yard on that one. It'll be 3rd and long. Looking to throw, it's Newberry. Unloads to the wideout. Working the middle. They'll get the first down. It's spotted on the 49.
There's a reason 3rd down is called the money down. What a great find by the quarterback. Great job finding his receiver. At the end of the game, you look at 3rd down percentages. It tells a huge story, and it goes a long way in deciding who wins a football game.
Quarterback may change this route. Looking to throw on first down. Grabbed in the middle. It's Campbell. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain.
Well, the defense playing zone coverage there. They're taking away all of the QB's primary options down the field, so he has to check it down to the drag running underneath.
While we're only through 1, these quarterbacks have been lighting up their stat lines. First play of the period will be a 2nd down. Quick handoff. He just carries it face long into a brick wall and has nothing to show for it again.
Great job by the defense. Everybody firing off the ball, hitting their guys, holding their gaps, running to the football, nowhere to go.
How aggressive might this play call be on 3rd and short from the 46? From the gun, wants to pass. And the missed connection on 3rd down.
Oof, you got to be careful if you're the quarterback there. 3rd down, you see a lot of exotic coverages by the defense. That time they played zone, and he tried to force that football into a real tiny window. He's lucky that one wasn't picked off.
The quick out. How about that defense rising up and stopping him short on 4th down?
Great coverage on that 4th down play. Nice job blanketing the receiver out wide. The defense, you could tell, they knew they were going for it. They had a game plan. They get the big stop and turn it over to their offense.
Pocket breaking down. Intercepted. A first-half turnover can swing momentum. He'll be stopped, but not before getting the football and picking up big yardage on the return. What a play there. Couldn't ask for better starting field position for this offense. In the red area, it's Jones. Turning it on. Defense comes up with a stop, but not before he moves the chains and takes it inside the 10 to the 8. The Miners are threatening on 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. He's brought down at the 6, but the defense feeling the heat to make a stop here.
If at first you don't succeed, try again. I wouldn't be surprised if they just turn around and hand it off to him again here on 2nd.
They keep pushing forward now, back to work on 2nd and goal from the 6. Intercepted. Big play stops the drive. Inside the 40. He's inside the 40. And he was looking for the pick six. He'll have to settle for getting it inside the 30. The Aggies offense will have another go at it. Well, the good news about this drive, Jesse, it can't go worse than last time through a pick on the first play.
No, it certainly can't. I think one good way, David, to help your quarterback turn the page is just find him an easy completion here and let him get back into a run.
Yeah, or find him an easy handoff. Just hand the football off, maybe get the ground game going, maybe jumpstart this offense a little bit.
On the ground with the counter. They pull him down after a 4-yard gain down to the 24.
And the quarterback knew that counter run play was going to be successful. He did a nice job counting the box before the snap. He knew he had good numbers. He knew he had good angles and blocking. So that is a green-lit play from the get-go. Hand it.
Fires deep toward the end zone. And that ball was in harm's way, and he is lucky to get that one back.
Man, an almost disaster again for this offense. He's already thrown 2 interceptions. The defense got their hands on another one. They are dialed in. They really got a good beat on this passing game.
And the kicker delivers the 3 to salvage that drive. And with that, they've taken the lead.
Well, it's a good news, bad news scenario. You got the pick, and you would have liked to have paid that off with a touchdown, but because the drive stalls out, you're still happy to get the field goal.
He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. Let's check in quickly with Holly Rowe.
Guys, down on the Utep sideline, guys, the running back told me something to keep an eye on. It's just he's a little banged up and bruised up. Last week in that win, a lot of contact that he absorbed, and he said he's got to really fight through it here today. Not 100%, but I will let you know how it's going from the sidelines. Back to you.
Holly, we'll see how they react. Got 6 on first down. Now a lot of options on 2nd and 4. To the ground with the back. And he is just engulfed at the line by this giant defensive tackle.
The big fella in the middle, man. Those defensive tackles, they go such a long way in deciding and really stopping the other team's run game. Just forcing contact with those guards and those centers, owning the line of scrimmage, and getting running backs on the ground.
Fired that thing out in a heartbeat, but it's incomplete.
Defense did a great job. 3rd and short on the opponent's side of it.
Look at this, guys. The offense appears to be going for it from their own side of the field. On 4th down, going to the air. Fires to the big fella. He's got enough for the first down, and they roll the dice and convert to keep this drive going.
And they're showing you their intentions early in the game. It's 4th down, you're in your own end. We're going to be aggressive, and we're not just going to do this early. We're going to do this all game long. Awesome execution on a critical down.
And the Miners come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Running inside, it's Wall. They can rely on this guy to pick up solid yardage when they need it, and he's out to the 43.
And those body blows really, really matter. Like, I want to be able to hand the ball off to my running back 10, 15 times a game. Make the defense tackle them, wear them out. Sometimes these 3 to 4 yard runs, later in football games, they turn into 5 to 15 to 20-yard gains just because of the body blow effect.
Now they're starting to feel it. They've got a first down at the 44.
I'll tell you what, a few more runs like that, and defensively you start thinking, more guys in the box, more big guys. I better stop this guy because he's unbelievable. Just a great job breaking off the big run, and the OC is going to give him the ball some more.
To the air, it's Newberry. Soft spot in the middle. Knocked down at the 29-yard line. Picked up 15 yards on the play, and he's got a first down. They might have the defense's head spinning a little bit now. Hit him with a big run, now they hit him with a big pass.
Man, it's so hard to defend both. You know that. Which coverage do I want to put? Do I want to put more people in the box to stop the run? When you've got this kind of balance on offense, the defense can't be right.
Across the 15. Touchdown, Niners! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
Man, Man, this guy is an elite tight end. This guy is a dude. He keeps making plays like this. We're going to start comparing him to Brock Bowers and Kyle Pitts. The run after the catch, the big body, the athletic ability. He has it all.
And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. The New Mexico State offense returns to the field. The run inside. It's Birch. Got enough for the first. Nothing but green grass down the middle. 10. Touchdown, Aggies. Once he got some room, it was over. This defense not only searching for answers, they're still searching for that running back.
And searching for angles. My goodness, this dude, he runs so fast, he erases angles. People trying to catch him, they didn't realize how much burners he had. He kicked it in gear, and there was no getting him.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Couldn't find a way to create that broken field as he stopped at the 25. The Miners offense all set and ready to start the drive. As productive as these two offenses have been early, you really can't afford an empty possession here. Looking for space, it's Wall. That one could really put this drive into high gear as they have a first down at the 37. The Miners moving quickly to the line.
And the offense with a nice run, breaks off a little bit of run, gets a first down. Oh, and here they go again. First down, you've seen this. They like to go fast.
And he never had a chance, just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
And when you play defensive end, it's all about getting off the football. You can tell, gets off the football really fast, gets in the backfield, gets the running back before he knows what hit him. What a play by the defensive end.
Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down.
And that's a really good job by this defense. A complete defensive effort. When the back end makes the quarterback hold the football a little longer than he wants to, and then the pass rush gets home, hits him, and forces the incompletion.
Finds his man. Good effort, but he's going to come up a little bit short. It'll be fourth down and 1. Timeout taken here by the Aggies. That'll be their first. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. This offense is completely confident in their ability to get 1 yard. They'll go for it on fourth down. And he did not make it. The defense standing tall against the run.
And this offense chooses to be aggressive. Listen, once you start getting to midfield, you see most offenses be aggressive, and they took their chance, and they failed. Now, early in the game, a chance to create momentum to swing back to the other side of the football field.
That's caught. It's Graves. The defense uses a timeout. That's their first. And now what will they come up with on this second down play? Short completion on first down, and here they are with 2nd and 8. He uncorks one deep. And they can't hook up, going for the big play on 2nd down. Now it's 3rd down. We'll see if the offense can move the chains after that incompletion. Looking to pass. It's Applewhite. Oh, he's going to try to get it all here. Another incompletion on 3rd down.
Well, this is a disappointing drive for the offense, considering where this drive started in their opponent territory. Now you're 4th and long. You've got to be better throwing the football in those types of situations.
Somebody better check that dude's foot and see if it's juice. Man, oh man, from outside 60, he sails it through.
You can count on one hand how many kickers in college football today can make that kick. That guy's one of them.
Gets it out to the 20, about 5 yards short of where he'd be if he'd just taken a knee in the end zone. Utep has the ball and the Miner offense ready to go to work. I think the one thing you can say here, Jesse, is that both defenses have done a pretty good job mitigating damages.
Yeah, and on that last drive, not getting it on 4th basically only cost you 3 points. That's the good news. Let's just turn the page, David, and move on.
So I think you can still be aggressive. You can still go for it on 4th down. Now you know you can trust your defense.
Back to pass on 2nd down. And he really needed to hold on to that one, but it was not loose, and third down is coming.
What a hit by the defender. That's a good throw, and that was going to be caught, but how about the defender dislodging the football from its intended target? Nice job.
There's some room. Across the 30, out of bounds at the 31-yard line, and they've kick-started this drive with that one. And the Miners will snap it on 1st and 10. This time he wants to throw. Makes the catch.
Yeah, I love the defense. How about the physicality on that one? That's a tough route to defend, and he catches the football, but what does he do? He gets him on the ground right now. Good physical tackle. No yak on that catch.
Back to pass. It's Newberry. He's going to throw deep right side. Makes a deep grab. He got loose, almost housed it, finally dragged down at the 32.
That's what's so scary about this offense. They've got guys in the perimeter that can change the game in one single play, and you saw it right there. Too much speed on the perimeter to create that explosive play.
Rushes on him. Just gets rid of the football, nobody to throw it to. It'll be 2nd down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. To the air on 2nd down. And the defense picks up a sack, getting the quarterback down at the 44. Timeout taken by the offense. It's their 2nd. And they'll still have one in their pocket for what's left in this first half. 7th play of the drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down. He's looking downfield to throw. He's got his man, makes the grab. Trying to save time on defense, they use their 2nd timeout. And they'll still have one in their pocket for what's left in this first half. Now on 4th down, they'll try to come away with 3. He'll swing that big leg for 3 from 44 yards out. And it's no good. Guys, they could have cut the deficit in half if that field goal had been good, still down by 6.
And sometimes I just feel like 4th down, man, just go for it every time. Like the field goal miss-make rate. And listen, kickers have improved the last couple of years, but we left some points off the scoreboard there.
Well, this quarterback has struggled, having already thrown 2 picks. That should have been number 3. Somehow the defender dropped that one. Things not going well for this Q.
On the run, it's Harris. They'll find a little bit of running room there. It'll be 3rd down as clock runs before the half. Clock still running, almost certainly the last play of the half. And they head to the locker room. 2 quarters in the books, and time for us now to check in with Kevin Connors in our EA Sports College Football studio with scores from around the country. And the Aggies will boot it away to start the 2nd half. On the run from inside his own 5. He's tackled right there, but a good job to pick his way and find some room on that return. We check in with Holly Rowe.
Guys, catching up with the Utep head coach, he said this is exactly the type of game he was expecting. 2 solid defenses have made it very difficult to find points in the end zone today. The defenses have been terrific so far, really limiting what the other is able to do. Points are at a premium down here. Guys, you've got to believe that whoever makes the next mistake and has a turnover.
Oh, it's picked off. Not the 2nd half start they'd hoped for. Got room on the return. Touchdown, Aggie. The defense takes matters into its own hands.
Yeah, and the free safety roaming the middle of the field, and you could see just reading the quarterback's eyes. And how about the break on the football, taking a great angle to pick it off and then do some damage and make the big play for this defense to score some points.
On the move from inside his 5. Tackled and brought down at the 23-yard line, so not a whole lot of room on that return. The Utep offense headed out to the field to start this drive. The big thing now, don't get rattled by that last pick six, David.
Nah, it was a big mistake. Obviously, the defense took advantage of it, but you got to put it behind you. Jesse, I'm sure you know a thing or two about throwing a pick six and how to rebound.
I believe I've only thrown one in my life, but yes, I do. Because of that singular instance, I'll say this. You can't let that play beat you twice. You got to go out and not try to get it all back here in one play. Just execute the offense.
And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete. Looks as if we have an injured player for the Aggies on the field. Trainers are out there having a look at this freshman defensive tackle to see if he is going to be able to continue. So now it's 2nd and long. Looking downfield, it's Newberry. Uncorks one. Makes the catch. It's Wall. Steered out of bounds at about the 36-yard line. A big pickup, and they are threatening.
And you see so many smart wide receivers, so many smart tight ends nowadays that they know where the holes in those zones are, and they work with their quarterback, and they find them, and they sit down in them and make big plays. It's tough to see.
And he throws his 3rd pick of the day. His head has to be spinning. He goes down after the short return, but what a play to get the football back. Looking for a gap. It's Birch. Finds a little bit of room as he'll get 2 out to the 6.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
Caught behind the line. It's Worley. And the defense had that one well covered. Just a short gain there.
And offenses nowadays, they're really just counting numbers. How many guys do you have out wide? How many guys do I have out wide? If I have enough guys to block your guys, boom, it's just built into the offense. Pitch, catch, let me get a few yards.
And he's swallowed up immediately. Stopped right at the line of scrimmage. The Aggies send out the punt team to kick it away. The punters have had the day off up to this point. First one of the game. So from the shadow of his goalpost, he gets the punt away. Looks it all the way in, and now turns his attention upfield. Return's going to get it up around midfield. He'll be down at the 49-yard line. Let's go down to the sideline and Holly Rowe.
Guys, down on the Utep sideline, I can see the coaches imploring their team right now. This has to be a turning point. Turning it over on that last drive, it could get out of hand if they don't make something happen right now. You see the coaches and players coming together to try to get that momentum back. I'll keep you posted on if that swings here in their favor. Back to you.
Thanks, Holly. Backed up now, here's 2nd and long. Looking for a man, it's Newberry. He rifles one deep to the left. And just too much on that pass, too high, too wide, out of bounds and incomplete.
Yeah, and I don't know what happened. He didn't look open as it is, and the QB's trying to make a play, trying to force the ball, but at least he threw it where his guy could catch it or nobody could catch it.
On 3rd down, he drops to throw. He's going to let one fly down the middle. Another interception. That's his 4th of the day. He was looking for room to return that, but he'll just hand it to the offense. They'll take over at the 18. Here comes the New Mexico State offense to go on the attack. They didn't get much done the last time they had it. He'll try to take it back. He's brought down at the 29 after a 10-yard gain. It'll be a 1st and 10 from the 29. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Birch. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. The Aggies now with a long way to go to pick up the 1st down. On the move, it's Harris. A collision, and he stopped at the 27 after picking up 1. Ball's at the 27. This offense facing a 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Looking deep. Finds a man in the middle. Really good job to pick up a chunk of yardage and get it out to the 39-yard line. This New Mexico State offense is pushing all the right buttons. Looking to throw on first down. Looking to the big tight end. And that is interception number 3 on the day. Good gain on the return, and this defense has set them up with a big play. Utep has the ball, the offense ready to go back to work. Their defense came up with a big stop now to see if they can turn it into points. The give to the back. Picked up maybe 3 on the play at 2nd and 7.
Well, not a great run there, but I think what the coaching staff is trying to do is they're trying to help out their quarterback. He's thrown interceptions on each of his last 2 drives. The best way to try to settle him down is to get the running game established. But I think the defense is aware of that right now, loading the box. Everybody up front is ready for the run.
Finds a crease at the 20. He's brought down, but what a play for this offense, and they'll have it at the 12-yard line. Timeout taken here by the Aggies. That'll be their first. And that will leave them with just 2 timeouts to use the rest of the way. A productive play is one that gets you at least halfway to another first down here on 1st and 10. He's got it. That completion will take it inside the 4, and the offense is threatening. It's amazing how fluid and potent an offense can seem when you get a great pickup on first down, and the tight end's a terrific place to go.
Tight ends nowadays are kind of like cheat codes. I mean, they just know so much about right here. Seeing zone, know when to sit it down, boom, positive yards, nice positive play for this offense. And now a big 3rd down coming up. Down multiple possessions. This is one, Palmer, I'm looking for 6. I'm not trying to kick a field goal. I want to cut into this lead with a touchdown.
No, you got to have it. And also, considering all of that.
Into the end zone. Touchdown, Utep.
Quarterbacks love finding their tight ends down here in this area of the field. Big targets in small spaces. Nice work on that TD.
And the extra point cuts the lead to 7, 28-21. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. Here comes the Aggies offense out to start this drive. That lead has been sliced to 7, and now they'll try to put something together here. On the ground, it's Birch. Makes a man miss. Got enough for the first. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they get it out to the 36. The offense lining up for a first down play. Right back to the well. Pretty good effort on that one to work his way up to the 42.
Man, it's nice when you can depend on your big boys up front to make a lane, and you get 5 or 6 yards. You get 5 or 6 yards a pop. You move the ball down the field easily, and more importantly, can get this defense to be more aggressive, to bring DBs close to the line of scrimmage, and then that might open up some big plays down the field.
And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few.
Again, this is a running back that can hurt you running it between the tackles, and he's dangerous out in space. They like to throw it to him out on the perimeter as he picks up a couple of yards there.
Knocked down in the backfield, and that'll bring up 4th down. New Mexico State will be forced to punt. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. And the ball will bounce at the 4 and find its way into the end zone for a touchback. The Miners offense all set and ready to start the drive. What a good mix of plays, keeping that defense off balance last time, David.
And Reese, they don't know if it's run or if it's pass. They got them right where they want it. This defense doesn't know how to react from getting punched in the mouth on that last drive.
So in this next drive, David, I think you keep running the football because that sets up the play action, it sets up the RPO game, and then you keep this defense guessing.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Looking to throw, it's Newberry. Shoots it to the left. And it'll be incomplete. This defense is physical in pass deep.
And that's your goal. Separate man from ball. Try to get your shoulder in there on the catch point and really give him something to think about. Physically jar that football and knock it out. Nice job by the defender.
Trying to move the sticks on third down through the air. Plucks it out of the air. They'll stop him at the 24, and that brings up fourth down.
Well, they weren't throwing to the sticks on that third down. They hit the drag route. They get a nice gain, but that now sets up fourth down with more yards to go, and it's decision time. I think moving forward on third downs, you got to start thinking about routes down the field.
They'll put a stop to that return as he gets it up to the 41-yard line. First play of the drive comes from the 41. Makes the grab. It's Pride. Breaks into the open. And they are finding some space in this defense. He's got it down to the 25. New Mexico State lines up quickly.
And that shows up in the stat column as an explosive play for this quarterback. But it was a very simple RPO. Get the ball out, and then guess what? My dudes are better than your dudes. And getting it to him on the perimeter, letting him make plays, all of a sudden, he's way down the field, and it looks like a long completion for this QB.
What will they dial up on second and a long way to go? They'll go right back to the run. Runs through the tackle. He'll be forced out of bounds, and they're stubborn with this running game in the red zone.
And, you know, when we talk about great third down defenses, it really starts with them getting stops on first and second down. You've got to get those stops early in the drives to set up third and long, so that's a missed opportunity on that second down by this defense.
A quick completion to the left, looking for the first down. He'll be stopped short of the line to gain. Needed about 3 more on that one. So here comes the field goal unit. They've been doing work today. They've already made a couple. And this one only 35 yards out, but not straight away. This one from the left hash. It's good. He could have hit a string right in the middle of the uprights there. And they'll push that lead out a little further.
And you want a touchdown, and you want to be aggressive, but, man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Using his legs, it's Wall. And they make the tackle, but it'll be enough for a first down, and we'll see if they get another play off here in the third. That's the end of the quarter. New Mexico State has the lead. They're sitting in a strong position here with the lead. Let's take a look at our game summary. Final stands in the game, and we'll start with the first down. Might as well give it to him again. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. After losing a couple on that last play, here's 2nd and 12. Scanning the field, it's Newberry. Caught over the middle, it's Ferguson. Really confident throw and catch there. Big pickup, and they have a first down. The Miners come to the line with a new set of downs. Looking downfield on first down. Got the quick pass. Inside the 35, knocked out of bounds. This offense with a big play, and they'll mark it at the 33.
And a play like that, that seems routine, but it only works if the quarterback can get the ball out on time and out in front of the wide receiver. That allows the receiver to keep separation from the defender, and the ball hits him in stride.
With the first down, they'll put it in play from the 33. Running inside, it's Ball. Gain of right at 7 yards, 2nd and 3 coming. And the Miners in the hurry-up.
I like this idea by the offense going hurry up here. You just had a very nice run. Let's get back up to the line of scrimmage and go fast.
2nd down, he'll throw it. Lets it fly deep downfield. Can't hang on in the end zone, and that one is going to drive him crazy when he watches it. It'll be 3rd down. That last incomplete pass has him staring at a 3rd and 3. Got it, looking for the first down. He's forced out of bounds inside the 5 and the 4, and they save the touchdown, at least for now. They absolutely had to have that third down to keep any glimmer of hope alive.
And defensively, that's exactly what...
And that makes 5 interceptions in this one. The nightmare is alive. Finally brought down, but what a play, not only to get the football, but to flip the field position with the return. The Aggies offense will have another go at it. And that interception might well be the nail in the coffin. Offense gets the ball back, up by 2 scores. This time they stop him behind the line of scrimmage, and boy, that has been rare in this one. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. The sure hands, it's Pride. Tackled almost immediately. They're well short of the first down.
On defense, man, it helps you a lot when you can be a linebacker or a corner or some safety, anybody, and you see the QB throw the football. Now I can break on the football right away and limit gains like right here on this play.
Fires to the middle. He almost had another one. They've already picked off 3 and just a hair away from number 4 there. And now on fourth down, they will put it on the shoulders of the kicker to save them with his foot. And it's good from 58 yards out.
And that's a really good response by this defense. Their offense throws an interception, puts them in bad field position. They respond with a stop, force a field goal. Yeah, they got 3 points, but great job by this defense.
Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. Utep has the ball, and the Miner offense ready to go to work. Boy, they had that last drive moving a little bit, David, but then the mistake just crushed them.
Yeah, and those mistakes are going to happen. You're going to throw the football, you're going to throw interceptions, but I think I stay aggressive with this offense. I get back to what I did in the first part of that drive, what made me successful.
I agree, David. Just turn the page if you're a quarterback, right? On this drive, you did a lot of good things there leading up to that pick. Forget about it, move on, play the next play.
He wants to go deep. And he throws another interception. Going the other way, and he's got room. He'll be stopped, but not before getting the football and picking up big yardage on the return. What a play there. The run inside. It's Birch. Defense there to stop him after a gain of 3, but he is inside the 30 to the 29. After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. The give on the counter. Able to pick up a couple down to the 27.
And here's the mindset if you're on offense. Fourth quarter, you've got a huge lead. Obviously, you're going to run the football, but just be aware of the clock. You don't want to snap it too quickly. You're probably just doing safe runs inside the tackles like you saw right there. You just got to execute. You got to be aware, but you've got this game in hand so long as you don't turn it over.
Out of the crowd, and the ball is loose and live in the backfield. Defense got it. They're on the run. They finally make the stop, and not only the huge turnover, but the big return has them set up in business. The Utep offense headed out to the field to start this drive. Down 2 scores in the fourth, the defense did its job to get the ball back, and now the offense has to make it pay off. Fires to the wideout. Complete downfield. Tackle is made at the 27. Let's give him 10 yards on the play, and it is enough for a first down.
Well, down 2 possessions. Good news is you get the completion. Bad news, though, did not get out of bounds. You know right now, saving the clock. That is at a premium for this offense.
Pass is incomplete, but there is a flag beside the quarterback, and this might be a roughing call. When you're trying to protect the lead, you just simply cannot have a personal foul penalty at this stage in the game. You want to be physical with the quarterback, but you can't give up those roughing the passer penalties. It's 1st and 10. Looking downfield, it's Newberry. And they get to the quarterback and knock him down back at the 16. The Miners racing to the line in the hurry-up. Wants to adjust the pattern. Looking to fire. Quickly complete. They'll get it down to the 10-yard line on that completion. This is a tough one. A 3rd and long from this part of the field. They can, though, pick up the first down. From the gun, wants to pass. Into the end zone. Touchdown, Utep. Middle of the end zone, he's got it. What a grab and what a quick strike from that offense.
And when I'm an offensive coordinator and I see a short field, I'm thinking attack, attack, attack. Go get that touchdown. Take advantage of what the defense gave you. Great job by the offensive coordinator.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. The New Mexico State offense returns. They've got a first down here. What a start it's been to this season. We've got a great game here. Close ball game, 4th quarter. Couldn't ask for anything more. Looking to take a shot. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have squeezed it.
You don't get a lot of chances like that in games, guys. Take shots downfield, and when you get open, you got to finish the play, and the wideout's going to wish he had that one back.
Finds a little space. They knock him down, but not before he gets it out to the 21-yard line. Pick up a 4. The defense uses a timeout. That's their first. They still have a couple of timeouts to work with in this final quarter. The crowd elevating its energy, willing this defense to get a stop on this big 3rd down. Off the RPO, quick throw to the right. And they'll stop him about 5 yards short of the first. The Aggies send out the punt team to kick it away. The clock winds down with a 2-minute timeout, and this offense will try to drain away the time and secure the victory. And here comes the punt team. They'll look to pin him deep. Fields the punt and tries to find an opening. He'll get it up to about the 44-yard line before they slam the brakes on it. Utep has the ball, the offense ready to go back to work. These are the games. These are the moments. This is the opportunity for the finish that people remember in rivalries like this one.
And those highlights that are shown for years and years to come. These big...
Intercepted for the 11th time. Bringing it back. He takes it in. Touchdown, New Mexico State. That lead's a little more comfortable now as they close in on a victory here in week 3.
How about a game-changing play for this defense? Stepping in front of the football and knowing what to do with it, taking it all the way to the end zone.
41, Utep 28.
That ball scoots through the back of the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Looking to throw, it's Newberry. Pressure coming. And he drops it just a little too slippery in the hands.
Hey, guys, I'm trying to find a way to be up here and be positive, and I guess here's how I'm going to be positive. At least the other team didn't catch it, because he's thrown it to the other team a lot today. It's been a struggle in the passing game. I'm not sure, guys, if it's not decision time, to go to the other guy to see what he can do, because this passing attack has not been great.
Knocked down after a pickup of maybe 2, and man, that pursuit, they had their hair on fire. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. Got his man. Good call, good execution as they move the chains, and they have a first down at the 38.
And as soon as the receiver caught the ball, you saw the quarterback start communicating to his teammates what the next play was going to be, because they're now changing the tempo and going fast.
Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch.
And the defender just way too handsy on that last play. You could see all the contact as the ball was in the air. He simply can't do it, and the referees caught it.
3 yards, first down for the offense after that penalty. Quarterback making adjustments. Some early movement along the offensive line, and they'll walk it back.
False start on offense.
And the offense will accept the penalty and move the ball forward. So important to keep your concentration. Get off on the snap count, not before it. It's 1st and 15. He'll set up to throw. Gets open down the middle. Just what they were looking for, and he's got him set up in business at the 35 with a first down. Sprinting to the line to try to get this one off. Clock's running.
And when you run these drag routes, it's super important that your quarterback can really use his eyes.
He's picked off, and he's thrown a dozen of them. Looking for more room. The 30. Running inside the 20. Touchdown, New Mexico State. What momentum you get when the defense comes up with a play like that. No step back in week 3. They have been sharp as they extend the lead. These guys are starting to separate themselves a little bit now, and it could get ugly if there's no answer coming up.
Nail, meat, coffin. You know, we're supposed to keep everybody involved in this game, right? Keep them excited, a reason to tune in. Well, I don't got one. This is over.
And the ball will make it into the end zone. No return on that one for a touchback. The Miners offense all set and ready to start the drive. This has been a really disappointing performance, David. No question about that, but they can find some positives.
Yeah, and every time you watch the tape, you know, Jesse, coaches are pointing out, look at this. This was open if we'd have just ran the details to the right route, hung on to the football. Little things can make a big difference.
Yeah, that's why they call it a game of inches, David. But I'll say this, if you're on offense, don't go on social media this week. It ain't going to be pretty after this performance. You've got to lock in. You got to take the week of practice very seriously and find those positives that you can build off, David, you're talking about.
He has enough to move the chains. And the Miners headed quickly to the line. So the battle for the brass spittoon comes to a close, and New Mexico State is the victor, and the celebration is on in Las Cruces. That's going to do it for us as the season marches